Welcome to the Solo Female Traveler Podcast, your source to get out and explore the world, with your host, Luisana Colmenares.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 15 of the Solo Female Traveler Podcast. I can't believe it's been 15 episodes already, and to those out there listening, thank you so much for the support. Today, we will be talking about Switzerland. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to share some basic information about the country, some things I found unique about it, and then I will combine it with my experience, and then I will finish with 3 places that in my opinion you should visit there. Okay, so the basics. Where is Switzerland located? Look, Switzerland is located in Central Europe and is bordered by Germany on the north, Austria to the east, Italy to the south, and France to the west. This country is not part of the European Union, and 107 countries need visa in order to enter to Switzerland. I was checking the list, and most of these countries are from Asia and Africa, but I was surprised to find countries like Ecuador and Dominican Republic in the list. But if you want to know more information about it and check if your country is there, you can find that info on the schengenvisainfo.com. And no worries, I will put this link on the show notes because I am pretty sure I mispronounced it. The Swiss are known for many things, and I'm pretty sure you've heard some of them. One of them is being one of the most famous chocolate producers in the world. Although, to be fair, within Europe there is another one, and that is Belgium. But probably you will never hear a Swiss admit that there is an alternative to Swiss chocolate. And even though this country produces so much chocolate, their cocoa beans aren't produced in that country because they don't have the climate for it. So what they do is that they import the cocoa beans from Africa. Another thing that the Swiss are known for are the Swiss Army knife. I'm pretty sure you have seen one in your life at least. Those are this pocket knife or the multi-tool knife manufactured by Victorinox. Also, Switzerland is known for the Alps, the Swiss Alps, and I don't know if you know it, but Switzerland is approximately 60% mountains. So if you love great scenery and the outdoors or outdoor sports, this is a place to come. Another interesting fact that I found about Switzerland is that the Red Cross was founded by 5 men in Geneva in 1863. Some of the things what Switzerland is known for, of course there are many others. These ones are the ones that I see that are the most common. And something that in my opinion is unique to this country, because I haven't seen it anywhere else, is their direct democracy. The Swiss Confederation webpage explains it like this, quote, "In Switzerland, the people play a large part in the federal political decision-making process. All Swiss citizens aged 18 and over have the right to vote in elections and referendums. The Swiss electorate are called on approximately 4 times a year to exercise its right, and vote on an average of 15 federal proposals, as well as the right to vote in elections and referendums. Swiss citizens may voice their demands by means of 3 instruments which form the core of direct democracy. These ones are: number 1, popular initiative; number 2, optional referendum; and number 3, mandatory referendum. When I was there and the people I met there was explaining this to me, it was hard for me to understand this idea. They had to explain it to me several times before I could make sense of it. Just the fact that they vote 4 times a year and that every decision made by the government has to be allowed by the citizens was like, wow, okay, this is amazing. And to be honest, I don't think this system will work anywhere else. Also, this country is known for being one of the most expensive in the world. But how expensive it is, it of course depends on the perspective you're looking at it. For example, as a local, being a Swiss citizen means having full access to a very healthy social system and never a real concern regarding the availability or gainful employment. As a tourist outside of Singapore, one cannot find a more organized country to visit. And hey, Singapore is expensive as well. But there are some ways to get around this and save money. These are some recommendations from my part. For example, when you go there, you can use the SBB mobile app, which is the Swiss most popular public transportation app, and look for the Super Saver tickets, which are discounted up to 70%. You can also use BlaBlaCar, not only in Switzerland but all over Europe. This works like a long distance Uber. With this service, you can move around the main cities in the country. And my favorite one is Couchsurfing. And you will, for those who don't know, Couchsurfing is this web page where you request a local host to host you for free. I have used this in several countries. I even have an episode about it. I just love this. I love this idea and this service. To me, it's a great way to meet locals. In Switzerland, you will be surprised about their hospitality. It's amazing. And I just checked last night about it, and there are more than 2,000 active hosts on Couchsurfing. So you have good chances of finding a host. Talking about Swiss hospitality, actually when I went there, I didn't spend any money. I was lucky enough to have met a group of Swiss in Mexico a month before going to this country, and they offered me accommodation. And not only that, they also drove me around the country, were an amazing tour guides, didn't let me pay anything, and they even took me to their family reunions. And I was like, okay. For example, when they took me to their family reunions, I mean, I could tell that their parents or their older family weren't fluent in English, but still they made a huge effort to communicate with me and make me feel at home. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And one thing we can learn from the Swiss is their strong sense of community. And you can see this everywhere when people gather in groups to do outdoor activities. Seriously, if the Swiss aren't hiking the Alps, they will be at the river swimming, drinking, or surfing. First time I saw river surfing was in this country. And I spent a short time here. I spent probably 3 days there. So I cannot really give you a full recommendation of the places to visit, but I'm pretty sure you can find tons of information on Google about where to visit in Switzerland. These are my top 3 recommendations of the places I visited, and those are the Trümmelbach Falls, these are a series of 10 glacier-fed waterfalls that run inside a mountain. And it's super cool. Again, I'm gonna leave the name in the show notes because these are German names and my German pronunciation is really bad. Then there are the Staubbach Falls, and these, I'm pretty sure you saw these. There is always these videos of this waterfall that drops from a hanging valley and also ends in an overhanging cliff. If it doesn't make sense, no worries, I will post pictures of this waterfall on my Instagram. And then Blue Lake, which is a very, very blue color water lake, but it's a strong blue. again, I will post pictures about this on Instagram because there's no way to describe it. And even though I feel that the pictures won't make justice to it. I don't really have many pictures about this country because I was just so amazed and overwhelmed about its beauty that I was just living the moment and not really worrying about taking pictures. And also, I went there in 2017, so I had no idea that I will have a podcast and that I will be so active on Instagram. Back then, I barely had Instagram. So, but I will find other people's Instagrams and post their post on my stories. If you are one of those people and you just want to see the pictures, my Instagram page is Luisana Colmenares _ and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and contact me. It can be either through my Instagram or my website, which is luisanacolmenares.com. Seriously, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that all of you had a happy New Year's.